Now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day, committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plans, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, but most importantly, we want to engage with you to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Save our hotline number in your phone, 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
We love it when the hotline blings, 813-670-7372. Bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you at our website, consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors, 80-plus show partners, CPAs, financial advisors, several types of attorneys, real estate experts, mortgage experts, home inspectors, all types of folks available for you on our website that have been vetted, and they are the best in their industry, and they come into our show to help entertain and help you understand more about these daily decisions, helping you think a layer deeper and avoid a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. There's commission breath flying everywhere you look. So we want to help you avoid all that. We got an all-star lineup for you today. In studio, Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering. Welcome in, sir.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm in pause right now. I mean, you got to wait a whole nother week till they reveal Avengers 4 movie title.
Nice.
Just
Avengers
one more week.
4.
June 13th is the release date.
Sweet.
So hyped.
He's a principal project manager, but he's also, what do you call it? You know everything there is to know about the different movies, the comic books. I mean, what is that called? What do you call it?
A geek? A nerd?
Well, Nerd Talk. John Gasson with Weedy TV. He's got the Nerd Talk show. Have you gone on his show yet?
I keep trying to get on his show, but he hasn't.
He's big timing you?
He keeps dogging me.
He's big timing you a little bit.
Yeah, especially now that John's in the middle of his E3 coverage, which is the largest gaming convention of the world that comes around every June.
Yeah, he's getting autographs at these events now, too. Yeah, cool stuff. Also, Matt Schafer in the house. TeamGoLoans.com. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man.
Great time around St. Pete, Tampa to buy a home.
Yes, it is.
Love coming on the show.
Yeah, we got some good stories to talk about, too. What was one of those stories you pulled up?
It's just been crazy the last couple of years. I mean, in the last year alone, U.S. homeowners gained $1 trillion in the last year in their housing values. They jumped up. So people are, the equity's going up. People are making money.
Yeah,
I can't imagine. What is a trillion? I can't even comprehend the number. It's so big.
$1 trillion. So Tony Robbins said in one of his books or seminars, I picked it up somewhere. So he's comparing million, billion, and trillion in terms of seconds. Mm-hmm. So if you think about 86,400 seconds in a day, so if you go back millions, you're talking about something about like last week, right? In the millions, maybe a week or two. You go back a billion, you're talking about back maybe 5 to 7 years, somewhere in that range. I don't remember exactly. And if you go into the trillions of seconds ago, you're talking about before Christ.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Wow.
That's the exponential difference between billions and trillions.
That's crazy.
Still can't comprehend it.
Yeah. Throwing all those numbers around, and we hear it in politics and the different trillions of dollars and the trade deficits. Trump, the big news lately is he's meeting with Kim Jong-un.
That's right,
so and he's talking about how the trade deficits that we've had for all these years, and now he's finally doing something about it. We'll see. Let's see what happens there, see how that shakes out. But we've got coming up today 10 highest paid TV hosts of all time here, according to Forbes. And we also have our feel-good story of the week coming up as well. Woman tries to save drowning boy, ends up saving 3 lives in the process. So let's give a shout out to Brio Tuscan Grill. Our official restaurant partner is Brio Tuscan Grill at the International Plaza, just right by the airport here in Tampa Bay. Great Italian dining, great restaurant, very friendly staff. The staff is just amazing over there. The food is superb. It's excellent. They've got on the weekends now. They've got brunches going on, so you got to check them out for the brunches. And they're offering a special just to our listeners. All you have to do is go in and mention that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and you're going to get hooked up with a free appetizer. They're going to hook you up with one of their signature appetizers for free just by being a fan of the show and listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got an event coming up in something like 7 or 8 days now. It's right around the corner. Ken Shamrock keynote benefiting the Ian Beckles Foundation at Red Door number 5. So it's coming up just a few days. If you haven't got your tickets, you got to get these tickets. There's just a remaining handful left, and it's Thursday the 21st, 4:30 to 9 p.m. 5 o'clock. We got a live radio broadcast. All of our show partners, most of our show partners will be there. It's going to be great networking if you're a business owner or manager out there. And the best part, it's benefiting the children in Tampa Bay. The portion of the proceeds go to benefiting the Ian Beckles Foundation, and that's going to help a lot of children in Tampa Bay. I know Ian's helped out with the Children's Cancer Center, repainting one of their rooms. So check it out on eventbrite.com, just keyword Shamrock. Search up the Ken Shamrock keynote benefiting the Ian Beckles Foundation at Red Door number 5. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. So
it's all about the kids.
That's right. Helping the kids out, giving back to the community. That's what this show was founded on, is a moral obligation to give back. We've got a lot of knowledge here in this room around real estate and credit and finance and inspection and structural engineering. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge that we have. So, hey, let's give it back. Let's help out. Let's be, and one of our mottos is that we don't care if they're listening, our listeners, our viewers are climbing a corporate ladder, or if they throw a ladder in their truck on the way to work. We're catering to all those folks that, we want to help them. So, as you know, I'm the owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Got a couple of hot listings I want to let you know about. Here's a perfect rental property. Airbnb would be a great idea on this one. 103 South Havana Avenue in Tampa, $620,000. It's a beautiful 5-bedroom bungalow. Great rental right in South Tampa. Charming South Tampa historic home, over 2,450 square feet. Great opportunity here. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. And on the beach, I want to take you over to Clearwater Beach, 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401. It's the Bella Rosa condo, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, $1.175 million. Great opportunity here. Just listed last week. Gorgeous beachfront condo here in Tampa Bay. Check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You'll see all of the expert photography compliments of Fabre Frameworks. They are great real estate photographers. They got an awesome team serving the greater Tampa Bay area, going over to Orlando as well. Fabre Frameworks, longtime friend of the program here, and we want to help you win here in beautiful Tampa Bay.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
All right, let's jump into it. So let's start it off, kick it off with Leo here. Leo, Barrel Engineering in the house. You're helping people with structural engineering issues. You're working with the counties. You're actually able to work with the home builders and in lieu of the county inspectors when you've got a pre-construction house going up. A lot of cool things going on. What are you seeing out there lately?
Well, lately I'm seeing some bright copper kettles, brown paper packages, tied up in strings. I'm seeing a lot of that delivered by Amazon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Those are always a few of my favorite things.
Any drones yet? You see the drones dropping them off?
Drones dropping them off?
I haven't seen any drones yet, but I have seen some whiskers on kittens.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when you got the Amazon world we're living in, right? There's you're looking at people trusting strangers to open up the door, lockbox access entry,
super key access. Don't even have to I just put my phone next to the box and it spits a key at me.
Yeah.
Things are going to get weird next couple of years.
Yeah, I was always joking when we first heard about the drone delivery of products from Amazon. I was kind of joking back in the day. This is a couple years back when it first started talking about it. But when I was a kid, this would be trouble for kids, man. 13, 14 years old. We had those potato guns. You know what a potato gun
Take
is?
them down.
Man,
that'd be game on.
That would be so much fun for a teenager.
Fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be a challenge.
Get a little army hat on, sit out there with my potato gun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the kids forget, though, there's cameras like every corner now. So that's easy to get busted.
Yeah. They're thinking about getting into the mortgage market, Amazon.
Oh man,
That'll be a game changer. They're going to get some market share.
They've
Jeez.
tried
Like
going
everything.
into. I hate how they went into service industry. They're trying to commoditize everything.
Amazon is a you know, I'll be one of the ones that say it. It's an evil empire. I remember I was listening to what was his name, Damon John. Damon John's giving a speech. Everybody's jumping on the Amazon bandwagon, clicking and buying. For every job that Amazon creates, they delete 4 or 5 other jobs.
Yeah.
You know, so the consolidation, the automation, what's the word?
Automation.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
The blockchaining.
Yeah. So, you know, how is that going to affect us long term? You know,
They were, that's a crazy company. In the beginning, I don't know if you know this, but they took all of their profit every year and just put it right back in. And that's
Yeah.
how they've been able to grow so quick. They didn't take a lick of profit in the beginning. They shoved it right back in. And if you do that on that scale, you know, take all of your profit every year and just build
Yeah.
your company, that's what happens. You
Yeah.
take over.
and that's a good lesson to be learned for small business owners. Too many times people are pulling the money out, living up the big life, barely, you know, making payroll, pulling, you know, that's one of the philosophies I've had is putting all the monies back in, you
Absolutely.
know, growing the
Gotta
business.
spend money to make money.
You know, when we started this show 5 years ago, we were a 1-hour show on a Saturday, you know, and I think it was like a bad hour too. I think it was like a 1 o'clock, you know, so you got
a good
college
hour.
football games on, you know? But over the years you learn, you grow, you invest back in. We went to like a 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour. So we've constantly reinvested in the show, growing the content. Now we're having video content, you know, cut up and delivered to our partners. So adding
Love it.
value, that's what it is. So
I know a worse hour though. When I was doing radio for
Yeah.
back about a decade ago, I had the Sunday night slot from 9 to 10 to do local radio, like local bands on the radio. The
Nice.
only people listening are the local bands.
Yeah.
that you're highlighting on the radio.
well, stay with us here. We got Leo Kane in the house, Matt Schafer, and I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. And wanted to give a shout out to the Hotel Zamora. Just had a wonderful weekend over at Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on St. Pete Beach. Great place to go hang out. It's perfect for a local. If you're a local here, a staycation over there. And if you're out of town, if you're listening to our show, maybe watching our TV show on WeBeam TV or iHeart Radio app, some of our friends up north, great place to visit in Tampa Bay is Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora on beautiful St. Pete Beach. And you've got a great lineup there. The Castile Restaurant, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The rooftop lounge is awesome. They got live music on the rooftops. Gorgeous view of the Gulf of Mexico, Intercoastal Waterway. You look to the south, you're looking at the Don Cesar. Now, if you give Kipton's, the Hotel Zamora, a call, what they're going to do is they're going to give you 20% off of your room stay just by mentioning the Consumer Quarterback Show. You're going to get 20% off. You're going to get a charcuterie platter in your room and a bottle of wine. So give them a call. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on that offer. And got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about. This property is in the Plant High School District in South Tampa. 3911 West Euclid Avenue in Tampa. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, $840,000 just listed. And it's a great property right in that Plant High School District, Coleman Middle School. Great opportunity here. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty. Over to Largo now. We're going over closer to the beaches. 145th is the address of the property in Largo. This is a beautiful property, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1 car garage, and we have lots of open houses going on over there. Matthew's been helping us out with open houses.
Love that house.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
Nice little property.
It's one of the few hills in Florida. They built the deck out back beautifully. Yeah, and they have like French drains. You don't see those. Oh, the ones on the ground?
Yep.
Those are the best.
Kind of, on a bluff.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Question for you. What is it about the Plant High School District that it alone warrants $500,000 in land cost?
Yeah, I guess, maybe the athletic program, I'm not sure. It was kind of interesting. I played a football game there my senior year. We played Tampa Catholic. Catholic did not have their own football field. So we showed up, here we are, semifinal game. Winner goes to state. Winner goes to championship.
What school were you?
LaBelle High School, Fort Myers area,
okay.
LaBelle.
I know where you're talking.
Pahokee.
Yeah, that's a big football school. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went up. And we get to the field, and the girls' soccer team is just tearing up the field, practicing on it. And I'm like, man, we're supposed to play a championship game on this field. It's all tore up, And so, anyways, long story short, we won that game 37-35, but it was at Plant High School.
Nice.
So the tradition of Plant, we kind of talked about that a little bit. But, okay, we got a phoner coming in. We got our chef on the phone, Chef Will Wagner. Welcome to the Quarterback Show.
Hey, Brandon. How's it going?
Doing great, man. How about you?
Good. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. Chef Will, organicmeals.com. Healthy organic meals delivered weekly. Farm fresh, local ingredients. Tell us more, buddy.
Yeah, so what I try to do is I just take wholesome organic food and just create a healthy meal plan off that. All these meals are going to be familiar, foods that you're with. Like, just say I did a buffalo chicken this week, and all I did was just use a quality butter and a quality hot sauce, and there you go. It's just your standard buffalo chicken, but with good health benefits.
Yeah, it's great. The shrimp was awesome. What was in that shrimp sauce? It was like a
Thai chimichurri. I did a lot of Thai basil, peppers, onions, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so good. And I love the veggies too, man. The cauliflowers, the broccolis, just awesome veggies in there.
Thanks.
Yeah, and so now the economics of this, it really makes sense. It's a lifestyle choice. Let's face it, we talk a lot about business on the show, real estate, mortgage, all types of business, and it comes down to your hourly rate. If you're spending time on meal prep and grocery shopping, and you're making $100,000 a year, think about the time that you're spending versus allowing Chef Will to deliver these meals to you. How's your breakdown work on the meal delivery service, Chef?
Yeah, so for an individual, I provide lunches and dinners for $150 for a week. That'll be 5 days, worth of meals. The meals are pretty generous. Some people get more than 5 days out of it, which is good.
Right.
So, yeah, if you were to go to Whole Foods, buy all these same ingredients, you're looking at spending well over $100 right there, and then hours of prep work. You know, I'm a professional, and it still takes me quite some time to make these meals.
And the meal size is one thing I would comment on too. I mean, sometimes I'll open it up and I'll eat half the meal at once, and then I'll eat half the meal later. So you can almost double, the number of meals, especially. And it's better to eat smaller meals, right, Will?
Yeah, I'm a grazer. Like, I'll probably turn one of those meals into like 4 small meals just throughout the day, just quick little bites.
Right. Yeah, because then it's not affecting your glycemic index as much, right?
Yeah, your blood sugar's not spiking, and then I'm pretty active, so I don't like to get weighed down after a meal.
Right. Yeah, sometimes people eat the big, they skip breakfast, they eat a huge lunch, and that carries them over to like 6, 7 o'clock, and then they pour 2,000 calories into their body again, and they pass out on the couch.
Only way to do it. Is it? What's the most popular dish with Wagner's?
I've got a question here from Matt Schafer in studio. He's saying, what is your most popular dish?
You know what? I just go in there and just freestyle it every week. But a big hit was that coconut chicken I did this week. Buffalo chicken's a big hit. That blackened salmon, I get really good quality salmon. So, yeah, those are all favorites. I usually do that salmon every week.
Let me ask you, with the salmon, is it farm raised or is it going to be wild caught?
It's wild caught. My seafood's always wild caught.
Yeah, so it's much better that way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Much better. They're not feeding the fish antibiotics. The fish are out in the wild too, eating what they're supposed to eat.
Right.
A lot of people don't know farm grade salmon is actually white, and they inject coloring into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we got the man business partner coming in next month or next week, Ken Shamrock. You gonna hook him up? We're gonna hook him up some meals.
Yeah, he's a big guy. We got to keep him fed while he's down here.
We'll take care of him, right? So yeah, come to the event too. We'll introduce you. We'll be in studio here too on that Thursday. So come check us out and try to get like a testimonial or something. We'll hook you up.
Great.
All right, buddy. Well, that's Chef Will. We want you reaching out to Chef Will. How can people find you, Chef?
ChefWillOrganicMeals.com, or if you just go on Facebook and look up Chef Will, I'll pop right up.
Awesome. All right, Chef. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Have a good day.
Take care. You too. All right. So, what else do you have in this world if you don't have your health? For $150 a week, that's 10 meals, lunches and dinners for 10 meals, $150. Break it down. It's really simple economics, and it takes away, a lot of the meal prep, the dishes duty, and all that good stuff. And for me, especially for people that are on the go. I mean, we're in our cars a lot of times. We're running appointments. It's great to have that meal there. You can pull over somewhere and warm it up if you want to. Carry it with you in your vehicle. Then you got a meal ready to go on the road. You're not pulling into those fast food restaurants that we know are loaded down with all types of bad stuff. So consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors at consumerqb.com. All right, back here in studio, we've got Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering, Matt Schafer, teamgoloans.com, mortgage expert, and Leo Kane here as well. So, Leo, when it comes to, let's think about seasonally appropriate advice. We're about halfway through the year, and seasonally appropriate advice, what would you be saying to homeowners right now, maybe small business owners?
Well, I mean, this is the time of the year that parents are trying to find homes for their children to start in a planned high school district come fall. So this is the busy season when it comes to inspections, when it comes to trades, people trying to do projects. They want to have a swimming pool. Things of that nature. They think it happens overnight. So this is the busy season for all the trades and the contractors. Also, when we have less work hours because of the rain, if it's outdoors. So advice is, if you're going to do something, do it now.
Absolutely.
Get moving forward. Get your pre-approval through the mortgage.
Love it.
Yep.
It's the right time. Rates are going up. Do it now. Get your rate locked in. I mean, if you're sitting there renting $700 a month, after 3 years, you could have put 25, 30 grand into a house.
Yeah.
I mean, really, don't be paying somebody else's mortgage. But as a millennial, I see it all the time with my fellow counterparts.
Yeah.
They just are not willing to start planning for that. They just don't think it's possible. They don't think they can do it when they, if they just made the steps. Like I had a loan we did last month. This guy called me a year ago, and he wasn't ready then, but we told him exactly what to do. And he was a server who wasn't claiming his tips. It's a textbook situation. You see it all the time with people making cash.
Yep.
And he ended up claiming everything, doing what he needed to do, and we got him into a home last month, and
nice.
Just on time for his baby. Yeah, he actually closed the loan at the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was a memorable day for the man, I bet.
That's pretty cool. And I think with millennials, in terms of home ownership, it's a commitment thing. You know, they're looking at what happened with their parents.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of parents lost their homes from, 07, 09 range. And so they're looking at it like, man, is this home ownership thing really worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely is. I mean, you can see it in the past. The age of home buyers, period, it's definitely higher than it's ever been. You don't see a lot of 20-year-olds buying homes nowadays. The millennials aren't quite into the market yet, but they're stepping up. And realtors even. I mean, the average age of realtors in St. Pete, it's 57 years old. There's not a lot. You're the young realtors out there, right?
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah.
So, millennials, we need to get into this. We need to take over.
I wonder what percentage of realtors are part-time. That would be interesting to me.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
what
a hard thing to
percentage.
find out.
A lot of part-timers out there. A lot of kids soccer coaches. A lot of
Absolutely.
Folks out there jumping on the bandwagon and getting freshly licensed real estate agents out there. So, all right, stay with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Highest paid TV host when we come back, and we also have our feel-good story of the week. We're going to tell you something good. Woman tries to save drowning boy, ends up saving 3 other lives in the process. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to ConsumerQB.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Trisha up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. We'd love for you to reach out. We'd love to do a valuation for you, let you know what your property's worth. We're looking for real estate agents now as well. Any realtors out there that might want to look at joining our team. Plethora of leads coming in. Lots of leads, lots of listings, and lots of opportunity. So reach out, consumerqb.com. Just submit an email form there at consumerqb.com. Our official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Merry Maids. Satisfaction is guaranteed. Welcome to your clean home, Merry Maids. Relax, it's done. And they want to thank you for your business. Let Merry Maids take care of your summer cleaning. We know clean. Leave the details to us. They are the recipients of the Women's Choice Award. America's most recommended cleaning services is Merry Maids, our official cleaning partner. All right, we're back here in studio. We're helping you win. Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering, Principal Project Manager. Matt Schafer's in the house as well. Matt Schafer is a young hustler. I would classify him as a young hustler. And you know, I commend you on your efforts with the mortgage space, man. You're doing all the right things. You got Ruth as a great mentor.
Yeah, she's the best.
And you're doing a great job as a mentee. So he's a local lender representing GSF Mortgage, teamgoloans.com, local lender here. Support your local economy, folks. This is something we really, I'm really beating that drum of just local economy, not supporting the big banks, the guys that took the bailout money. They give these crappy deals on loan modifications. Work with a local company, support your local economy is one of the key points that I always say.
Absolutely.
Here on the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Yeah, growing up in St. Pete, it's definitely a little different. I was just like a lot of the people out there listening, probably my age, just trying to work my way through school, put myself through college. Everybody before me said, you got to get the degree. That's the move. So while I'm sitting there, working 2 jobs, serving tables, trying to do it, I ended up serving the CFO of my company one night. And he says, Matt, you have people skills. You can't teach people skills. Stop by my office next week. I went by. He told me about the LO. I learned about the mortgage industry. And for the last 2 years, I've just fallen in love with it. It's definitely been different. But serving, my fellow St. Pete Bergians, it's been great. It's been great. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think it is. It starts with a service, a heart to have the service,
Oh yeah, it's weird because everybody says go to college, get the degree, you'll get the job, and so many of my friends finished that with $40,000 in student debt and did not get the job out of college. So putting myself through and having that opportunity, I ran with it just like anyone should. And with this industry, I thought it's the age of information. I'd be able to learn everything myself. But lending mortgages, every single borrower is different. Every story is different. You're never going to see the same thing twice.
That's right.
So having Ruth, being able to have a mentor, regional manager like that, and just soak it up, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's been a great experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we're talking about conventional loans, FHA loans, VA, USDA.
We're a mortgage banker. We do everything. Yeah.
Even you vacant land.
Vacant land.
We get some calls on that. I got a couple nice vacant land parcels listed as well.
Mobile homes.
We'll do mobile homes, yeah. If it's on, we had a
they got to own the land.
You got to own the land, but we can't do, it's got to be, if it's a mobile home and you're doing, what was our situation the other week? That was like 15 acres, 20 acres, the property with the mobile home.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that one because it has to be a new mobile home not lived in yet if it's going to be a USDA loan.
Gotcha.
Just so you know.
Yeah, there's lots of little caveats when it comes to that, and that's the cool thing about working with teamgoloans.com, Ruth Watkins and Matt Schafer, is that they're going to be able to shop your different program, your portfolio. There's different types of lenders based on everyone's credit, their income capacity, their collateral type, the different types of loans. So that speak to that point. You're able to shop rate and programs.
Absolutely, yeah. So like I told you last week, there's 3 types of lenders. There's the banker, the mortgage banker, and the broker.
Mm-hmm.
And being a mortgage banker, we only do mortgages and we specialize them in every single category of them.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to service everything in-house, that's the thing that sucks about the big banks the most. They sell your loan the next week. They do not care at all about what happens to you or your future with that property. And at GSF, we fight to make sure you get the best loan possible for your situation. And like you said, the plethora of options. You have the USDA, FHA. We have the first-time homebuyer program where we get people approved before they find a property, and if they find within 30 days, we will reimburse your appraisal at closing, so it saves you $500, just a little extra stuff we can do to help you out.
I like it.
Yeah, there's all these county programs. Hernando, I mean, they have the SHIP fund, it's all used up, but a lot of good things we can tap into.
Yeah, I like to talk about the down payment assistance programs as well. There's, because I think that's a misconception a lot of people have is, how much do I have to put down? I've got to have 20% down. I don't have $30,000 to throw at a home and a down payment and closing cost.
Definitely, it is. I mean, traditionally in the past, it was 20% down always. I mean, for a long time, that's what it was. You had to put 20% down because the lender wanted to make sure you had stake in the property. If you put down a quarter of it and you owned it, then you obviously cared.
Yeah.
But when you're only putting down 1%, 2%, 3%, the lender's taking on 96.5% of the liability. It's just a little different. But people, you don't need 20% to put down. You've got seller paid concessions. You can get sellers to pay for your closing costs. You can get lender credits. I mean, you just need to talk to someone and get started. That's the biggest thing. And I think that being an advisor over a salesman in this market is important. I mean, advise over sell every time.
Absolutely.
People are going to get sick of you selling stuff. But if you advise them, it's like what happened to stockbrokers. Stockbrokers used to be everywhere, and technology's changed the game, and all of the ones that were salesmen, kind of died off. The only stockbrokers you see that have survived, they're very successful, but they're advisors.
Yeah.
Advise first.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned. People, especially being a money, you want to help them and not come off as just trying to make money, like
That's
the commission stuff you were talking about.
If you just joined us, I'm your host Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Matt Schafer, TeamGoLoans.com, GSF Mortgage, local lender, local economy, support your local economy. Leo Kane Barrel Engineering in the house as well. So he's spitting the truth today, huh?
Yeah, I actually heard a story last night, two stories, one of my other groups, that if you are a realtor and you're ex-military, through a VA loan, you can close on a house with 0% down and give yourself a bonus for closing.
Yeah, you can do up to, I believe, 110% of the property value.
Yeah.
But you'd have to qualify. But yeah, VA loans are the best, as they should be, because you served. I mean, that's my favorite thing going into this industry, seeing how much we take care of veterans.
Yeah.
It's great, because they deserve every bit of it.
Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead.
Well, what Leo was mentioning is talking about the real estate commission in a transaction. The realtor's commission can be rebated back to the buyer, and we do that for our veterans too. Anybody that buys or sells through Platinum MVP Realty. So you were making a point of it was a buyer that was actually a realtor and a veteran, so he rebated that money back to himself at closing.
So he closed with 0% down and gave himself a commission.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. There's lots of ways that you can play the real estate game. I mean, there's investment opportunities, duplexes, triplexes, quads. Think about the opportunity for a veteran that's getting 100% financing, and if he is a realtor as well, he's be able to buy a quad, 100% financing, no money out of his pocket, and then rebating monies back to himself. So he's getting paid to buy real estate.
Love it.
Put tenants in there.
Yeah.
We work with Baran Property Management, so Baran Property Management can manage the assets for you, collect the rents, deal with the tenants, toilets, and termites, and then you make the cash flow. You put it through your IRA, through Advanta IRA. Another one of our partners is Scott Maurer. Now you're taking extra incentives, and you're saving money that you would normally pay out to the government legally, avoiding taxes through a self-directed IRA. So think about the real estate space. And you just imagine the benefits and the wealth. I think most people realize real estate's created more wealth, more millionaires than any other asset class of all.
Can you use your self-directed IRA to buy notes?
Yeah,
you can. You can tap into it now. Yeah,
nice. 401k, you can lend money out as a private lender through an IRA. So let's say somebody couldn't qualify. Maybe they try to go to Ruth and Matt to get a loan. They can't qualify for conventional FHA, VA, any of those types of products, but maybe they've got 10% down or 20% down. Now they can get what they call a hard money type of scenario.
Yeah, like a bond program.
Yeah, well, it's a private lender that's going to do a hard 10, 12%, maybe pay a couple points up front. But they get into the home, put it on a 1 or 2 year balloon, 3 or 4 year balloon, and then they can refinance out of that later once they clean up their credit, once they gain equity in the property. So there's a lot of different ways to get creative with real estate. There really is.
Seller, what is it?
Concessions?
No, not seller concessions. All right, so I don't deal with these, but when you go to someone who is selling their house, and instead of the seller
Seller-held mortgage.
Seller-held mortgage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lease options or?
Well, it's a great option people don't know about. It's not. It's a specific scenario you have to be in. Like, let's say hypothetically you don't have the credit needed to qualify for most of these programs just because of life, what's happened in the past, and your income, maybe you're a server who doesn't claim all their tips and you can't do it with the income. You could go to someone selling their house and someone who's doing a seller financing, so they're going to be the bank. They are the lender. The seller is going to let you go right into your payments, and you'll just start making your mortgage payments, and you guys have a contract set up, whatever it'll be. You have to pay this back before you're finished, but it's a great opportunity to get into a home, and the only trade-off is if you ever foreclosed on that house, you would just lose the money you put into it. So it's a trade-off that a lot of people, they have different arguments about it, but it is an opportunity. And if you have no other routes, it's a chance to buy a home as long as you can stay on your payments and keep yourself ahead. I mean, you could buy a home going right into your payments without money down.
Buying on terms, have the seller hold payment. And that's the thing when you're looking at buying real estate. Also, you want to consider all of the different ways that you can purchase the house. What's in it for the seller is not necessarily just the highest price a lot of times. Maybe they want to take a down payment and accept terms where you'll pay them a certain amount per month. Then they don't get hit on their taxes.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of things to consider when it comes to real estate. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to talk about the top 10 highest paid TV host according to Forbes magazine, and we also have our feel-good story of the week. Woman tries to save drowning boy, ends up saving 3 other lives. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Getting back.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, joined by my daughter, Braylon. She's going to do our Tell Me Something Good segment here coming up, where we're going to tell you, every day we want to tell you something positive, things in the news, things that are positive, and in our Tell Me Something Good. In studio, we've got Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering Project Manager, Principal Project Manager, and also Matt Schafer in the house, mortgage expert. I want to give a shout out to Replenish IB Solutions and our friends over at Replenish IB Solutions in Tampa, Steve Gunnan, Lisa Gunnan. They have these awesome infusions of IVs where you have the fatigue fighter, weight loss, detoxification, ozone therapy, all types of vitamins that they're able to, hook you up directly into the bloodstream, and it's much more effective than taking, any type of over-the-counter vitamins. And we're going to go see them next week as well. And say hello to our friends at Replenish IV Solutions right there on Gandy Boulevard in South Tampa in the Dalton Dental Building. All right, so we're back here in studio. Coming up, we have our highest paid TV show host. And right now we're going to jump into our Tell Me Something Good segment here.
Tell me something good.
An Indianapolis woman reacted quickly to save a little boy in danger of drowning in a pool, only to find that his mother was drowning too. Jennifer Potter, the assistant manager of the apartment complex, was riding by the pool in a golf cart on Wednesday when she saw a small child alone in the deep end. Potter said she jumped off the cart and took her shoes off while still running and dove right into the pool. But when she reached the child, she saw the boy's pregnant mother submerged under him. The mother had jumped into the pool earlier to try to save her son. Potter said the mother was trying to hold her son above the water while her own face was submerged. Firefighters who arrived shortly after the incident credited Potter with saving 2 lives and then 3 when they discovered the mother was 6 months pregnant.
Cool story.
Nice.
Wow,
that's
good
crazy.
stuff.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I guess she jumped in and
mom strength.
Yeah,
gonna do it.
Yeah, the spirit of a mother, to jump in and say. I remember I almost drowned when I was a kid. I jumped in one time without. This was before the inflatables. I think we had those plastic styrofoam balls. You remember those? Remember those things? And I forgot to loop it around my my belt loop there. So yeah.
I'm imagining it.
You mean a life preserver?
It's like a life preserver,
belt.
but it was just like a styrofoam.
Yeah, I remember those.
Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Before they even the blow up stuff.
Before my time.
Yeah, my dad jumped in and got me.
They look like those little mints you get at the Chinese restaurant.
The little mints, yeah.
We've all had that moment where somebody was just holding you down a little too long underwater. You start to freak out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that's just everybody's had that.
It happens. It happens. All right, let's have some fun. So we've got our 2 of our expert contributors here in the studio today, and we sometimes do a top 10. So we're going to have some fun here with our top 10. So we got Forbes ranks who earned the most before taxes and management fees for last year. So give me some highest paid TV show hosts. Who do you think is going to be on this list here?
Is Oprah Winfrey on the list?
Let's see if Oprah Winfrey is on the list. She is not. I don't think she's actively like a host anymore. She owns her own network. She owns all that stuff. Yeah. But let's see here. So is Jimmy on the list?
Jimmy's not.
Wow.
So we're starting off 0-2. We're starting off 0-2.
So like a Bill Riley, is that like a
O'Reilly? Yeah, he's on there. Number 7 on the list.
Think the news network.
37 million, even though he was fired by Fox News earlier in the year. So yeah, he was. He also earns a lot with his series of best-selling books. Give me some more. Think about former NFL player. Think about a talk show host.
Former NFL player.
Think about
like Troy Aikman. Like
think about
they count
Oprah,
those as hosts.
Think about Oprah's one-time buddy, real good buddy. He's on with her. Phil McGraw, $79 million. Dr. Phil.
Oh my God.
Number 1 on the list. Phil McGraw.
I didn't know that was his name.
Number 2. Pretty popular female daytime short hair.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Oh, what is that? Regis and
Is he on there?
Kathy
Did he
Lee?
make the
Kathy
cut?
Lee
He's
Gifford?
not. I think that was that because he's in 2017.
Yes.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, of course.
77 million.
Ellen.
The comedian not only gets a huge take from her daytime show, but also executive producer shows like Little Big Shots, developed from mobile games, and her endorsement deal with CoverGirl.
Okay.
All right.
So did we hit number 1 already?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, I
Dr.
gave
Phil.
you.
Oh, it was Dr. Phil. That's crazy. That is
Ryan
crazy.
Seacrest coming in at 58 million,
What
coming
show
in
is
at
he
number
on?
3. Even in a year which American Idol was off the air, the hardest working man in show business joined Kelly Ripa on her daytime show and launched a men's fashion line, hosted hit radio shows, produced 8 TV shows, and hosted gigs from
Michael
Rio
Strahan.
to the
That was the
Olympics.
football player.
That's the football
God,
player.
I was thinking here. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Who is the football player?
Number 9 on the list, $21.5 million. The former NFL star jumped from co-hosting Live with Kelly Ripa to ABC's Good Morning America. He also works as a Fox analyst on Sundays, the NFL, and he's host of the $100,000 Pyramid, which was renewed on ABC.
Nice.
I like that show.
That gap.
Give me one, too. He's got a big mustache.
Big must. Is this
He
another
does
NFL
the
player?
Family Feud,
Oh, we're talking about.
Kings of Comedy.
Yeah, no, I
Drew
mean
Carey?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. That's
the comedian earns big time from his daytime talk show.
That's right. Drew Carey's on The Price is Right.
Yeah, so rounding it out, you got Heidi Klum. She's a model host, Lifetime's Project Runway. Sean Hannity, 36 million, Fox News. Simon Cowell, 43.5 million, and he's got the America's Got Talent as the X Factor in the UK. Judy Scheindlin.
There's no way I was guessing.
Judge Judy
Judge
from
Judy.
her longtime syndicated show. All right, there's your top 10 highest
I guessed
paid
one.
I
TV
learned
show
Judge
host.
Judy and Dr. Phil's real names.
Which we'll forget in like 10
Well, Leo, you're better. You're better on some of the music stuff,
music and movies
the
and
movies
TV
stuff.
shows.
Yeah.
I don't watch daytime
Anything
TV.
but
so.
hosts.
All right, let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, here we go. Lightning round. Top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words.
I can only do a proper lightning round if you call me an audible.
You want me to call you an audible?
Call me an audible.
Okay, here we go. Peyton Manning. There you go.
So this time of the year, if you can't find a property that you want to buy, talk to the man to my right about a 203K or a home style loan where you can renovate it without having to leave your house. You can actually add a bedroom, bathroom.
Like that. I like it.
The rehab loan. There's 2 different types. There's a smaller one with repairs under $15,000 where you don't even need to have the inspection before, and then there's the other one, the full 203K, and yeah, we'll be able to help you out with either of them. Really, just the lightning note to all my millennials out there: start preparing for your home buying plan. I mean, even if you're not ready yet, just put it together. Reach out to somebody, see where you're at, and see what you need to do to get there, because it's the best investment. You could start young and get ahead of the game. Really. Give millennials a good name. You know, we get ragged on a lot. If we start buying houses, let's take over this market and get it started.
I like it. I got a lightning round hit for you here. Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard conducted a 50-year study into the upward and socioeconomic mobility in the United States. In other words, why do some people start with nothing, start at laboring jobs, work their whole lifetime, and earn more money, millions of dollars in a lifetime? And there's some statistics on millionaires, and today in the U.S. there are over 10 million millionaires, according to Forbes 2015. 1,826 billionaires, and there's 290 new billionaires in 2015 alone. So some dated stats there, but the number one time perspective, the number one asset for that, what Dr. Edward Banfield of Harvard concluded was time perspective, the amount of time that you take into consideration before making a decision.
Plan ahead.
So think about that. Yeah, some people plan, some people plan year or 1 or 2 years in advance. Some people plan decades in advance. And when you talk about high net worth individuals, their estate planning, their tax planning, you're talking decades in advance. You're talking succession planning. And,
thought out.
That's right. The thinking it out. And, and you can see it also in the lower class with the hopeless, drug addicts, or the people buying every extra dollar they get, they go buy lottery tickets and scratch offs, so that's, tension relieving activities versus goal achieving activities. So the number one factor is time perspective. Having long time perspective is going to help you build your success, build, your lifestyle that you want to have. And I think a lot of it is, conducive into the real estate space. Getting back to the real estate space, there's no better space in the United States of America, in terms of, they talk about asset allocation, they talk about mutual funds, stocks. Yeah, that's okay if you have some specific knowledge in those spaces. But as far as an insurable asset, a place that you can put your money, you can protect your assets, insurable, and it's going to appreciate over time. Yes, we had 2008, we had the meltdown, we had some setbacks there, but you didn't lose any money if you didn't sell.
It's a different time now. As somebody newer to the industry, hearing that stuff 2008, it's a whole different game out there now.
Yeah. A lot more, it's a lot more stringent to get into the loans.
Oh, absolutely.
They're verifying income. There's not any of these liar loans, they call them.
No, not at all. I heard all that going into it, but it's just, we really do just make sure you have the ability to repay it. We're on your side. We're looking out for your interests.
That's
I
right.
Know, I've heard the stated income loans are coming back. I've seen those.
Not with GSF, but maybe.
Not with the reputable ones.
And it makes sense if for certain professions, if they are a certain type of profession and they don't want to dig their documents out and they're W-2'd and they're still putting X amount of dollars down, some of those loans still make sense. But yeah, we got to be careful, when it comes to the irrational exuberance that was, so enormous back in those days. That's what really hurt us. So I want to thank our expert contributors, Leo Kane, Barrel Engineering, Matt Schafer, GSF Mortgage. Support your local economy. Follow us online, facebook.com/Brandon Rhymes PA, Platinum MVP Realty, Twitter and Instagram @Brandon Rhymes 1. Check us out. We got that event coming up on the 21st with Ken Shamrock. Going to be in town at Red Door number 5. And continue to tune into our show here, 1380 The Biz, 1025 The Bone, and WeBeam TV. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show. Weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.